Hey guys, I'm Spencer Foresman.
And I'm Adam LZ.
Today we're going to teach you guys how to do a manual. First thing you want to do is find a good spot to start doing a manual at. I learned manuals in a parking lot with one of my friends.
I learned manuals on a road with multiple friends.
I don't have many friends, apparently.
Bottom line, it really helps to have friends when you're learning stuff, whether it be manuals, bunny hops, 180s. This is more of a beginner trick, but there are a lot of guys that are really good that still can't really manual for their lives, just because it is a trick that takes time. You're not gonna learn them overnight.
This is how I started. I would just start at any line, just start going, and just hope I'll get to the line I wanted.
All right, so one of the first things you guys wanna know is how to get comfortable flipping back. Because if you don't know how to flip back, oh my God.
It's not good if you don't know how to flip back.
So you really wanna know how to bail. So assuming that you guys are probably gonna fall back, you probably wanna be wearing a helmet.
Yeah, safety first always. Even on a manual, you can definitely hit your head. You wanna be really consistent at looping out because you're gonna be doing it a lot if you're really trying to learn this trick.
You just wanna be really comfortable, like just taking your feet off the pedals and just being able to kind of catch yourself so you don't fall back on your back.
Always be ready to fall.
Yeah, for sure.
For any trick.
Chances are, if you're trying to learn manuals, you've probably already checked out a couple different manual videos online. So we're just trying to give you like a lot of the tips that we think people forget to give you that'll help you learn it faster. But one of the toughest parts that I think people have a hard time with when they're learning the trick is getting the front end up high enough. So there's a couple different tricks to this. We were trying to teach someone earlier, and what they kept doing, they kept keeping their weight over the bars, and they'll pick up, and then it will go down. So if you kind of look at what she's doing, she's really got to like straighten her arms more out, and she's really got to lean back. She's going way too slow too, so it makes it really, really tough. You want to keep all your weight forward and then throw it all back.
You dip your knees in and then just ease it back nice and easy, and make sure your arms are straight and sit over your seat.
Almost like hang off the back end and go in and out with your knees.
You're not going to go far if your arms aren't locked. So after you pull back, you need to lock your arms and sit over your back tire.
You're not going to really be comfortable balancing at first, but if you can get it up high enough to manual, then the next part's really easy.
When you're doing manuals and you're starting to go for more than like a parking space, you're going to start figuring out that you need to start pumping them. So what you do is you bend your knees and you kind of wiggle them like Adam's doing right now.
This is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do squats, okay? You're going to keep your arms straight. You go. To keep your balance, your arms are straight and you're going in and out with your legs. You straighten to bring the weight back, and you bend your legs to bring the weight down. So your arms should be straight and locked out the whole time, and then you're just going in and out. What? So we're learning out here in a parking lot, but you guys might want to try it at a skate park, because if you have like banks, it might be easier for you to pull it up out of a bank. Some people like to do them like bank to bank at a skate park.
If you have an incline, like a quarter pipe, a little more difficult because you have to hop back in sometimes.
Or even like a little divot in a curb, just anything to just help you get your front end up.
You use speed bumps are good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how making a how to manual video is gonna get me to Taylor Swift.
It's not.
One thing that like we tell people that helps, if you try to like sit on your back tire, like you try to almost sit on the ground, the farther down your center of gravity is, the less high you have to pull your front wheel up and the easier it is to balance. So if you look, guys, my legs are kind of bent, but I'm going in and out. And that's just kind of how you keep it up. My arms are straight, Spencer's right up in me. We're coming around the corner. We got speed bumps, and we're gonna make this last. So this is just kind of how to do this, I guess. Chances are you know a fat kid that's really good at manuals, and you know why? Because he's good at moving his weight around. I bet you had a fat friend that was good at manuals.
I mean, believe it or not, I was the fat friend that was good at manuals.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Alright, so when you're in your manual, if it ever starts to drop down, you can always crank up and get it back up. And I'm leaving Adam. Or if you start like losing speed, you can always do a pedal to get your speed going again. But this may be a little harder if you have a free coaster, because you have like that little drag, whatever they call it.
You want to make sure you have a front end height and just like kind of a bike setup that's comfortable for you. I'm 6 foot, I ride a 21-inch frame, and I ride a pretty high front end. Another thing is like, you want to try to keep your knees level over the pedals. You can kind of like bow your legs out if you want to try to like correct some balance, like if you seem to be leaning to one side. And then when you start to get to turning, all you got to really do is just lean. You never know what kind of obstacles you may come across in a manual.
Once you get the basics down of manual and you can go like 3 parking spaces, I'd say is pretty good. You're probably ready to start trying hop manuals. So just find like a curb or like a nice manual pad and just start trying it.
If you guys have like decent hops, it's really easy to hop into a manual, because typically when you do a bunny hop, your weight's kind of back to tuck up. so you're already in that position. So all you have to really do is kind of bunny hop and stay a little bit farther back, and I find it to be pretty easy.
Try to find a safe spot with like a bush nearby. If I'm about to like, you know, face plant, I'll have a bush to catch me. I'm gonna show you how it might work out. One thing good about manuals is that you can really connect lines. It's pretty much the fundamentals of a line. Like if you can't manual, you're gonna have a lot of trouble doing a line, and you really need to know.
Oh, he sent it. That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend.
So once again, guys, I'm Adam LZ.
I'm Spencer Foresman.
And we just want to thank you guys for watching this video. We make lots of other how-tos, beginner stuff, advanced stuff, edits, webisodes,
All of it.
whole 9 yards. So if you guys want to hit the subscribe button and check out other stuff that we have to offer, just thank you guys for watching.
You never know what kind of obstacles you're gonna say. Oh, okay.
Do it right into me.
I couldn't talk into it and
When I first started manualing, me and my friends would be like all up in the bars, struggling, just doing whatever we could to keep it going. I went longer. Oh dang, we're getting steep. We're getting steep. Don't do that.
This is something that I do with a lot of tricks. I always teach people how to fall for that trick before they try to learn it.
I like get scared if I don't know how I'm gonna fall. Like if I can't predict how I'm gonna fall, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
That's why I don't do 720 backflips.
Sometimes you just gotta send it though.
Oh.
As she said.
Once you start getting towards the end, you're going to want to figure out how to get off. A lot of times your back end will slip out and you'll end up in a double flip. Sometimes like you'll go off the ledge and you'll just do a nosedive and land nose heavy. But really what you want to do is just kind of get into it, compress once you're in the ground.